Welcome to Two Readers No Filter, a podcast for people who love books and have a lot of opinions about them. If you ever finished a book and need to talk, you're in the right place. We're like a book club, but better. To be answered. I am Claire.
And I'm Cameron. Thank you for joining us.
Yay.
So for today, we will be answering a list of questions about books, but the catch.
Oh no.
Dramatic pause. The catch is that the answers can only be one of the books that we have read in the first half of the year. AKA H1 for you corporate girlies.
Hashtag spam.
Hashtag spam.
In all honesty, though, this was so hard for me. I just want to talk about the ones that I'm reading right now. Like, I'm such a different reader right now than I was in January.
Yeah.
I can't do this.
I can't do it.
I can't do it, but also I did.
All right, so the first question is the best sequel you've read so far this year. What is yours?
I have two because I have a problem with choosing. First one I have is Mate by Allie Hazelwood. I think it kept the integrity of Bride really, really well. And I had a really fun time. It is paranormal and it has some le freak in it. Now that we're going to start using that term for like that. Spicy. So just be aware that you know what's going on, because I think that some paranormal stuff le freak wise can get a little crazy. But anyways. But my second was actually Iron Flame. But I literally wrote in parentheses, I'm sorry for all the Fourth Wing content, y'all. I really am. So I figured
really
I'd do too.
That on us.
No, it's just you're asking me questions on this year, and unfortunately I read like so many series, like full series this year, so I'm like, there's gonna be some reoccurring themes, people.
Yeah, people.
What about you?
This isn't even technically a sequel, but that's the only one I read because I'm not a series person. I just can't.
What do you mean?
Like,
I'm kidding.
Any of the book, it's a lot for me to get into a series. Like, the Hunger Games is one I'm in the middle of right now. I think the only one.
Yeah.
But it's like, it has to be a very special scenario.
I'm interested to see what you have, because I have one that I know that you've read.
So this is a part of an interconnected series, so it's not even like it built on the last one. It just has a mention of a set of characters thrown in, maybe once or twice, but it's in the same like universe. And it's The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez. It's the only one.
When did you read the House in the Cerulean Sea second one last year?
Yep.
Oh, That's what I thought you were gonna say.
I would have said it.
Because that was the only sequel that I've heard you like be excited about.
Yeah. So
that makes sense to me.
Actually, I might have read another sequel, but I didn't. It's not worthy. Of the Unselected Journals of Emma M. Lyon. These are like,
oh, you did like those.
They're on Kindle Unlimited. They're like so short.
Mm-hmm.
And I read 2 of them, and then I just like forgot about it. See, that's why I can't do series, because I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm bored. I want something new. But
you said your life went on, but so did mine.
Exactly. Goodbye.
All right. Okay. So what about new release you haven't read yet, but you want to read?
So this is something that's already out.
Yes.
Okay.
And I have 3 for these because, again, I have yet to make a decision.
So one of mine, I think this came out this year. Okay, yeah. I've had a hold on Libby for this, but I'm like, I started out like 500th in line.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got it, but I can't do it because it's a romance, technically, I think. But Into the Blue by Emma Brody.
That's on my list!
Really?
Yes!
Yep. Mine just came through, but I had to suspend
Darn.
it because I was like, I don't have the time, and I'm not like in the mood, and I want to like be there. But what are your other ones?
So yeah, I have Into the Blue. But I agree with you. I'm also on hold forever. So again, slave to Libby. Libby will decide when it's right for me to read that. The next one is All Hail Chaos by Sarah Reese Brennan. I read her first book, Long Live Evil, because it was a recommendation from Peach not too long ago. It's kind of like a portal fantasy. So that was really, really fun. I don't know. I don't know what it was about it. It took me a second to get into it, but again, not because it was bad, but because life was lifing, and it was one of those times that I had the headphones in and someone kept talking to me, and I was like, "Are you done?"
Yeah.
Are you done?
Why is this when you decide to talk to me?
Exactly. We finished the conversation, period, done. I'm putting this thing back in and you're not going to talk to me. So anyways, so once I was able to like sit down and really get into it, I was so like into it. I really enjoyed it. It was a fun one. And then the last one that I really want to read is Yesteryear by Claire Burke.
Yeah.
Just because I have it in my suspended hold, but I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Yeah.
So I have to get to that.
I also want to read that one. Forgot about that one.
Yep.
Okay. Most anticipated release for the second half of the year. I feel like I know what you would say. Are you pushing the fourth
cop-out
wing
answer?
agenda
It's
on
a
us?
cop-out answer, so I said 2 because I felt like I have to say Threshing Day, which, hey, guys, this is your reminder. During this question, what's the most anticipated release for the second half of the year? You have time. Place your order at a local bookstore or use like some of the other apps that you can still order from a local bookstore and they'll like ship it to your house, whatever it looks like. But support local. They've been going through some of these new releases. #SJM. Anyways, but I just placed my order for Threshing Day, so I felt like I had to write that down. But I have a secondary answer because I knew everyone was going to be like, Claire, we get it. Cursed City by Kate Golden. I'm reading Half City right now, and I'm really enjoying it. It has all of the tropes that I love in it. It's working for me, so I'm excited for that. I just hope that she doesn't drop the ball in the second, so we'll see.
So I would say, I mean, I want to say Akatar, but I don't know if I actually like am.
Well, here's the thing. What is it about?
What is anything? Give me something.
It's just it's really frustrating, and again, it's hard for everybody.
Yeah,
because it's coming out in October, and you haven't even released the cover or what it's about. Like, is it done?
So ridiculous.
What secrets are you keeping?
I'm mad, and I want to say I'm excited for it, but I don't know anything about it. So
I'm not excited for it, just in the fact that, like, yeah,
she's pissing me off.
You're playing me. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not
it just it. Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah. All right. Biggest surprise. What is your biggest surprise?
You know what? I'm gonna take this in a bad way. Biggest surprise in a bad way. There's probably like biggest letdown or whatever. Yeah, there is. You know what? I'm skipping the biggest letdown. I just decided. Because I Who Have Never Known Men. Everyone loves that book. What are you guys under a spell? I'm very confused.
Speaking of, I was in a local bookshop this past weekend. It was like, it had a chalkboard up and every team member has to write like what they're currently reading, listening to, or whatever. And the person was reading I Who Have Never Not Known Men or whatever. And it was so funny because I was just looking and I was like, oh, Cameron didn't like that one.
No. So that was
rough.
My biggest letdown. My biggest surprise. Honestly, everyone that I've rated high, like I kind of expected it. So I don't know.
How about this? I'm gonna take one and I'm gonna form an answer for you a little bit.
Okay.
It wasn't read this year, but I'll put it as read this year because I don't remember if you reread it or if you didn't, but you experienced it in a different way. So we're gonna give it to you. Biggest surprise was probably Project Hail Mary. You didn't think you were gonna like that book as much as you did, and then you were able to remember it. Where I don't think you needed to reread it before you saw the movie.
I didn't, and I remembered everything. That never happens.
I'll give you that.
There we go.
What about that? It wasn't an H1, but whatever.
Oh well.
But the movie was an H1, so I think it counts.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Oh well.
My biggest surprise was Shocker, The Favorites. I'm still not okay. I don't. Anyways, I don't even know where to go with that. Like, I really think we should do a full episode because I just have so much to talk about. Anyways, and pairing those together, biggest letdown was Every Summer After. I feel like I've heard so many people talk about Carly Fortune before, and that was my first Carly Fortune. And I was like, so what are y'all raving about? I'm confused.
I still don't know.
But I think that it's hard too because, like I said, I've said this on multiple podcasts before. My whole goal about reading is to escape the reality that I'm in. And so I think that sometimes, like, she did a good setting of the scene and everything like that, but it is just like chaos for what?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
If you have chaos for a reason, I'm here for it.
Yeah. But it's just kind of like, yeah, I get that.
Yeah. Favorite author, debut, or new to you?
Okay. I have two answers. New to me is Lily King.
Okay.
who wrote Heart the Lover. I have been having to suspend Writers. Is it Writers in Love? Writers in something. I don't know. She has another book, but I keep having to suspend it on Libby because I just don't have the time to read it. But debut, Sarah Damoff.
But specifically the Bright Years.
Yeah.
Yeah. New to me was, that's how I did it instead of favorite author or debut, because I don't know if this was his debut, but new to me was Matt Dinniman. He wrote Dungeon Crawler Carl. I really liked the way that he wrote that book, and this is the first book of his that I've read, so I can't tell if it's his sense of humor or it's his character's sense of humor, but I really appreciated that, so I will keep moving forward on that series. All right, what's your newest favorite character or characters?
Okay, so this wasn't one of my like favorite books, but it is a highly rated book, and I love the character Theo of Golden.
Oh,
Theo.
interesting.
He's another like old man, which I'm like, if you know me, that's crazy. But I loved him. He's like this Portuguese man, and I listened to a lot of the audiobook, and his accent, like,
It was good?
I loved it. He was just like the purest soul. Like,
Okay.
I think you would like, I don't know if you would like the book, but you would like
I'll
him
do
as
the
character.
audiobook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could do the audio. Yeah.
I was betting you were going to say Jinx from Margot's Got Many
I just can't
Troubles.
give that book any more time
Time.
in my brain.
I get that, but I like you.
But
love
Jinx, I do. Yeah. Or is it Nick Offerman? That I really
same.
love.
Yeah. My newest favorite character is Maisie Donner. Because you haven't read that one yet. So when you get there, but Queen.
Do you want to say what book it's from for the?
Oh, Sunrise on the Reaping. Maisie Donner is from Sunrise on the Reaping. And if you're a reader, you should read that book. And if you're not,
why are you here?
Well, tune in November. So
why are you listening to our podcast?
I don't know. Maybe they're stuck in the car with someone who listens.
True. I get
we
it.
see you. There's movies.
There's movies.
Movies and shows.
We have other episodes on that. So
yeah, comparing the book, but just don't listen to that part.
Don't listen. That's
fine.
not important.
All right, book that made you cry.
Heart the Lover by Lily King. I think that might be one of the few. I don't usually cry when reading books. What about you?
Non-applicable because I don't cry.
Exactly. It's really hard to make me cry at a book.
I feel like the last time I cried at a book, gosh, I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. I think if I read like a lit fic while I was like on my period, maybe I would like that would win me over. But I don't think the stars have aligned for me. I've gotten close where I'm like, damn, that's sad. But like not yeah, exactly. Like,
moving on.
That's rough, big dog. Try again next time. But but no, not really cry.
Yeah.
That's why I see the TikTok trend all the time that they're like, all they ever do is make me cry. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm just like, oh, so don't read those ones. Okay.
Oh. But it's a challenge. I'm like, if all y'all are crying at this, I'm not going to.
I know. Yeah.
I'm better than you.
Because I've seen people Into the Blue, speaking of that, and yesteryear, people said that they cried for both. But also, maybe you're a weenie.
Oh!
We said it.
We said it.
On the flip side, book that made you happy?
Okay. I feel like there aren't like a lot of the books I like to read are depressing. But I think one that made me happy was Phoebe Berman's Gonna Lose It. Just because Brooke is so funny. So the writing is hilarious. I loved it.
Love that for you.
What about you?
The Le Freak in me said Direbound.
Oh, Le Freak.
No, I just think that like they did the sexual tension so well, and it was palpable. Yeah. Anyways, the most beautiful book you've bought / received.
Well, it's one of the ones I read in H1, but I did get it in H1.
That counts.
It's a special edition of The Martian. It's like this beautiful like foil red cover with these like really pretty sprayed edges because I'm iffy on sprayed edges. Like these ones are so cool.
Yeah.
So I haven't read it yet, but
that is a hot take, and that's like a very current thing right now. I feel like sprayed edges are everywhere.
They are.
Where poor Peach doesn't like them either, and she's like, I can't find a damn book without a sprayed edge. Like, where am I supposed to go?
Yeah. I mean, I'm like, I don't care that much. Like, I'll still buy it, but it's not like I'm like, I need the sprayed edges.
I think they're only fun in certain books. Like, to me, like, Remarkably Bright Creatures has to have a sprayed edge,
yeah.
and I won't be giving more to that. But
I agree with that.
yeah.
When it's just like the plain color, though, I'm like, guys, what was the point?
Yeah. The most beautiful book I've bought / received, I agree with you. I didn't read it, but I received it during this time. It's The Jungle Book. It's one of the Barnes & Noble editions or whatever.
Yeah.
It's green, and it has the reflective foil accents to it. It's really beautiful. You probably find it if you look up on Barnes & Noble. But I've been going through and trying to get the classics for my bookshelf, and The Jungle Book made it. And I just thought it was, like, especially since I'm so into green right now, it's just so pretty. So,
yeah.
That's that.
That's it.
What books do you need to read by the end of this year?
The rest of the Hunger Game books. That I'll stick with that. I could name so many, but that's.
I hate this question. That was my answer of like more than I can honestly do. What type of question is
like?
this?
You want me to just name my whole?
Well, also need to read. I don't need to read any of them, but also yes, I need to read all of them.
Also for my mental.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like yeah. What books do I need to read? Libby will decide that.
Libby. It always comes back to Libby.
Okay, how many 5-star reads did you have this year so far?
1.
So you're stingy. I have 8.
I have been so stingy this year. I don't know what's wrong with me. Usually I have so many. I don't know what's going on. Am I depressed?
No, maybe during Abby or what was it, Northanger Abbey or whatever, you were depressed.
Yes,
but that's different. Maybe you just haven't had one that hit at the right time yet.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
I had 8, like I said before, but majority of them are like ones that we've already discussed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, you're going to tell me that you read the whole entire Harry Potter series and didn't write 1 5 stars.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly. Especially when you get to the end.
Yeah.
It's just like 5, 5, 5.
Well, it's just so much to take in, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, what books do you want to reread this year?
None. I hate rereading books. I've already reread too many that I don't want to reread. That's that. What about you?
I mean, fair. Okay.
I hate rereading books. Such a waste of time. No.
On that note, I have the itch to reread the Selection series. I don't know why. I'm a little embarrassed by this answer, but I'm going to give it to you guys. So be nice.
No. Own it.
But the Selection series was a series that I read in maybe like middle school, high school. I don't know. But I ate it up. It's basically like dystopian society. People get pulled to basically Love Island for one Princess Heart, though. So I guess it's more Bachelor, Bachelorette than Love Island. My bad. Wrong one.
Wow.
Bachelor. And she literally goes into it and it's like, I love someone else. I don't want to be here. Like, I just want to be your friend. And he's like, okay, then can you help me suss out all these other women? Because, like, I have to choose a life partner and this is really stressful for me. And it's, like, the funny, like, the yearning, the love triangle, the everything. And I don't know. I think it's because I've been on BookTok recently and someone was talking about it and I was like, God, that was such a good read. It's a YA. Yeah. It's horrible, but, like, in the best way. And it's just, like...
Yeah, I think we used to go to the library when I was in like elementary school, and I would always go to the young adult section, and like I would pick it out and I'd start reading. I was like, oh my God, this is so good, and then I would get in so much trouble because I'm not allowed to be reading that.
You're a young adult,
not according to them.
Yeah, I know. There's probably a lot of books that I shouldn't have read when I did.
Yeah, but I mean, they choose me. I don't choose them.
Well, I also thought that like sometimes like when you were younger, you went to like the carpet and did library time where they like read you a book or whatever. And like during spooky season, they'd like read grim fairy tales, and I'm like, you started this.
Yeah,
like
this is your fault.
I didn't just pick up grim fairy tales. You know what I mean?
Nope.
I had a weird thing with grim fairy tales where I remember it like went into werewolves and everything, and I was like, oh. Becoming a moment. So,
yeah.
Claire knew who she was at a very young age.
Learning so much about ourselves.
All right. 5-star predictions for the rest of the year?
I clearly don't know my reading taste this year because a lot of the books I read in the first half, I would have guessed were going to be 5 stars. Even like I Who Have Never Known Men. I thought it was going to be 5 stars. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I get that answer because when I was trying to compile my list for today for H1 in review as well as like these questions, I was sitting there like, H1's over. Like, let's talk about what I'm reading now. Yeah. And so I think that was really hard. I do think that I have a lot of fun ones that I'm reading right now that I'm interested to talk about, but if I'm looking to the end of this, like the rest of this year, I think that I'll really enjoy Threshing Day, but that's just because I'm in a cult. So I like that doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? Like you're already telling stories about characters that I'm in love with. So like
it should be.
Take me on yours. I don't know. But as far as the rest of them, I'm like, the whole point of a 5-star is like you didn't really fully see it coming. You were like, oh my gosh, that was so
off
great.
guard. Yeah,
I agree. So
I fully agree.
But on that note, with the end, what is the best book that you've read in 2026?
I mean, I feel like I've talked about this book so many times. It feels like, duh, it's gonna be this one. My only 5-star.
It's Fourth Wing.
Yeah, say something totally off base.
I would die laughing.
Heart the Lover by Lily King. I still think about it, and I read it in January, like literally the 6th day of January. So stuck with
Started the new year right.
Yeah,
look at that.
Where like, I actually think, was my appendix holding all the knowledge of books and the love of books when I find all the 5 stars? And now that it's gone, I won 5-star in each one. That's crazy.
Yeah,
it makes me sad.
That's okay. But you'll find it.
Yeah. What's your best book?
It's Fourth Wing. Sorry.
It's gonna be that or Direbound.
No, it wasn't gonna be Direbound. It couldn't have been Direbound, but I mean, I thought about it, you know.
But was an option.
Yeah. No, I just think that, like, again, I'm coming back to falling in love with fantasy again, and I'm really loving that because I think that sometimes I just feel like, oh, I need to be reading what the people are reading. I just need to be reading what the people are reading. No, sometimes if you enjoy that trope, just do it because at some point you're going to get over it. So just like, I don't know, it's almost like your favorite song.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep listening to that same thing over and over and over again because sometimes something's going to come on. It's going to come on the radio and you're going to be like, skip.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
So just keep doing it. Anyways.
Yeah. And that's that.
As always, thank you for joining us. If you liked our podcast, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe. You can find us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. We also have a Goodreads account for following along on what we're reading, planning to read, and what we have mentioned on the podcast. Find us on Instagram at 2readersnofilterpodcast and TikTok at 2readersnofilterpod. Give us a follow and see some of our goofy content. As we are a new podcast, we would love it if you could share this episode with one person. Maybe your reading buddy.
Or your road trip buddy who got stuck listening to this in the car.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
Sorry, bud.
But also, maybe try one of the books. Maybe you'll like it.
You might love it.
Yeah. But on that note, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.